Let's go.
Lee, if anybody shoots at you, I hope they're as good a shot as you are.
You're just over-dramatizing.
Well, if any shooting starts, you know what to do, don't you?
I was told to do everything you do.
All right, in that case, you lit the deck.
Hey, here he comes. There he is. Look at him. Don't press him.
No single event in history has been chronicled in such detail as the assassination of John F. Kennedy on the streets of Dallas, November 22nd, 1963. This film reveals the stories of the people who played the most crucial roles in the drama. Every scene has been drawn from sworn testimony. This is the story of Jack Ruby, Lee Harvey Oswald, and John F. Kennedy.
It's almost 11 o'clock here at Andrews Air Force Base in Washington as President Kennedy and the First Lady board Air Force One for a 5-city hop through Texas. Thursday, they'll visit San Antonio, Houston, and Fort Worth. Friday, it's on to Dallas and Austin. Elections may be a year away, but the president wants to see if he can't smooth over the bickering between rival factions of Texas Democrats. He'll return to the White House sometime over the weekend.
Wesley, can I ride home with you this afternoon?
Sure, Lee. How come you're going home today instead of Friday?
Curtain rods. I gotta get some from my place in town.
You gonna surprise your wife and kids?
Yeah. Where should I meet you?
Down the parking lot right after work.
Good, thank you.
Sure.
Hiya, Jerry. How's it going?
Okay, Jack. What can I do for you?
Listen, I need a favor. I don't like this peace bond hanging over me. Thought maybe you could clear it up for me sooner. Huh?
Now, wait a minute. You're the one who threw the broad down the stairs.
Hey, number one, it was an accident. Number two, the dumb broad had it coming. Number three, it doesn't help my reputation in town.
Your reputation? She's worried about her neck, and so's the court. Slug her again. I can use the business.
Oh, come on, Jerry.
Jack, there's no way around it. The restraining order has to go the full term. Do yourself a favor. Keep your temper to a low boil. Save your fortune.
I thought maybe I could talk to her. You know, maybe she'd lift the bond, you know.
Forget it, Jack. It won't work.
It was worth a try. Hey, here's a pass to the Carousels. You come in anytime, huh? You're always welcome. Take care.
It's 4:30 here in Houston as the presidential party arrives on the second leg of its whirlwind tour of the Lone Star State. In a few minutes, President Kennedy will be on his way to speak at Rice University Stadium. Later tonight, he'll attend a dinner honoring Congressman Albert Thomas at the Houston Coliseum. After that, it's off to Fort Worth, where he'll spend the night. Tomorrow morning on Air Force One, he'll make the short hop to Dallas.
Looks like rain, Lee.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Hey, baby. What are you doing, huh? What are you up to? I'll see you in a minute.
Здравствуй, Lee.
Как ты, Marina? I'm sorry about the other night when you couldn't get me on the phone.
Почему ты мне соврал?
I was there. The landlady made a mistake. She just never gets the name right. Marina, не сердись на меня, пожалуйста.
Почему ты пришел сегодня?
I came here today because I want us to get back together. Marina, прошу тебя, прости меня.
Забудь.
I want you and the kids with me in Dallas. You've been staying here at the Paynes too long.
I like it here with Ruth. I want to stay here.
Yeah, everybody enjoying their lunch, huh? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Yeah. Hello, Alex. Come here. Alex, here, come here, quick. Come here. Come on. What are you staring at?
Nothing. Want your office clean?
You clean the dressing rooms?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Then clean the office. Why'd I have to tell you everything?
Did you play in the garden?
Lee.
Oh, hi, Ruth.
You're here a day early.
Yeah?
Thank you.
June, dinner now. Come wash.
Wash. Give me a kiss, baby. Bye-bye.
Next month, when the United States of America fires the largest booster in the history of the world into space for the first time, giving us the lead, fires the largest payload into space, giving us the lead. It will be the largest payroll, too. And who should know that better than Houston? We put a little of it right in here. But in any case, the United States next month will have a leadership in space which you wouldn't have without Albert Thomas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Carousel Club. I'm Jack Ruby, owner and proprietor of this establishment, and doubling tonight as your MC. Now, I want you folks to know that you happen to be in the classiest club in Dallas. I mean it. You'll see as soon as the show gets going. Speaking of going, do you know the one about the cowboy who's driving to Dallas? Yeah. About 60 miles out, he picks up these two gorgeous girls. Takes one look at them and he says, sure gonna look funny, me driving into Dallas with two pregnant girls. And the girl says, I ain't pregnant. And the cowboy says, we ain't in Dallas yet. You know how to tell if an elephant's been in your refrigerator?
Yeah. I wish Jack could steal a new comedy routine.
Oh, in hell. He's got to be the world's worst MC.
I'd like to hear you say that to Jack's face, darling.
No way. I sure don't ever want him getting mad at me. Remember Amy going head first down those stairs?
Yeah. And 2 days later, he'll go and send you flowers. With apology.
Yeah. That's Jack.
Bye. Yeah. I'm on.
Now I'm going to show you something you've never seen before. Andy. Now, who knows what this is, huh?
It's a bomb just like your act.
Actually, folks, this little gadget is going to revolutionize the exercise industry. It's called a twist board, and yours truly is sole distributor of it here in Dallas. Now, I'll bet you're wondering how it works, huh?
Oh, suspense is killing me!
To demonstrate for us is our own twist board expert, Miss Marilyn Moon. You can exercise every muscle of your body to a supple firmness. 5 minutes, believe me, you can be just as physically healthy as Marilyn. And as our dear President Kennedy has said, we Americans owe it to ourselves to keep ourselves physically fit and vigorous.
I bet your President Kennedy doesn't write that damn thing.
Don't make fun of our president.
And who's she supposed to be? Is that Jackie Kennedy?
I've had enough of this. I want you out of here.
Oh, look, Barton, come on.
Shut up! I want you out of here. Now, nobody insults the president and his wife in my club. Yeah? Nobody!
Take it easy, son. No.
I ought to teach you a lesson.
Take it easy, Jack. All right in here, do it.
Get him out of here. Come on, you folks. Get out of this place. Out. 2. Gentlemen, no hard feelings, huh? You guys come on back anytime you want. Couldn't let him get away with that. Insulting the president and his wife.
Just calm down, Jack.
Calm down, jerk. I'd like to bash his head in for him.
It's over. Take it easy. Forget it.
Andy, you think I was wrong in kicking him out?
No, I think you did the right thing.
I mean, I need customers, you know that? But that kind of stuff, it gets me in the guts.
Come on, if we don't get back to work, we're gonna lose a lot more customers.
Morning, Lee. I'm sorry, I must be a little late.
Oh, I think I'm a little early.
What's the package, Lee?
Curtain rods.
Oh, yeah, you told me he was going to bring some today.
Morning.
Morning, Jack. Your sister called you last night.
Eva? Anything wrong?
Just checking.
I'll give her a call after my swim.
Hey, I think I got that department store deal just about wrapped up. That guy wants me to get back to him the beginning of next week. Probably be able to get a place of my own.
That's disgraceful.
What?
Sad in the paper. It's an attack on President Kennedy. The day he comes to Dallas, they print garbage like this.
Jack, it says, welcome Mr. Kennedy to Dallas.
Just read the rest of it. It stinks.
Didn't you bring your lunch?
I'm going to buy my lunch today.
Hey, Lee, what's the rush?
Present the President of the United States.
I know now why everyone in Texas, Fort Worth, is so thin, having gotten up and down about 9 times. This is what you do every morning. 2 years ago, I said that, introduced myself in Paris by saying that I was the man who had accompanied Mrs. Kennedy to Paris. I'm getting that same sensation as I travel around Texas. Nobody wonders what Lyndon and I wear.
Morning news?
No, I just got up.
Some jerk took out a full-page ad attacking President Kennedy.
Listen, people have got money to throw away. I didn't sleep at all last night. There's still a lot of pain.
The Dallas News was dead wrong taking an ad like that.
Business is business. You know those painkillers the doctor gave me? They're not helping at all.
The jerk's name is Wiseman. Bernard Wiseman.
He's Jewish?
That's what worries me. I'm telling you, Eva, this creep is a Jew. Somebody ought to whack the hell out of him.
Listen, he's a sick person.
Yeah, well, I'm going down to the news this morning to place the weekend ads. I'll find out who's behind this.
Jack, would you please don't make waves?
Don't worry. I'll be cool. So, tell me, how you feeling?
You don't listen.
Everybody's asking for you at the clubs.
I won't be coming back to work for a while yet.
No, you just rest. I'll call you later, all right?
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Why are all those people gathered around the corner?
The president's gonna come by here this morning.
You know which way he's coming?
Yeah, I think he's gonna come down Main, turn on Houston, and back again on Elm here.
Oh, I see.
Now with the Dallas people, Governor and Mrs. Conley. Governor Conley on your left. Crowd waving, as you can see. People standing up all over everything available to get a glimpse of the president and his wife. Cheering and yelling going on down the way as they approach the cars. Secret Service right along with the president, of course. The president passes right in front of a Dallas police officer, right in front of our cameras now. Somebody patted his shoulder. Mrs. Kennedy coming along behind him, grinning all the while.
Jack, what are you doing here?
Oh, hi, Jim. I was just working on the weekend ads, finishing them up.
So how's business?
Oh, it's been lousy. Too many of these degenerates getting into the clubs, you know? They scare the good people away. I don't know how to keep them out.
Well, you ought to get a bouncer, Jack.
Huh? Get a bouncer? I have one. You're looking at him.
So how do you bounce them?
Easy. Oh, yeah. I can handle most anything. Of course, sometimes you have to give them more than just a quick kick in the butt, you know? That's why I always have a gun handy.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute, Jack.
Secret Servicemen, the car behind. Then comes the Vice President and Mrs. Johnson, Senator Yarborough. Dallas police out here in force today, doing a beautiful job of handling the crowd, along with a contingent of Texas Rangers. The party now is leaving Dallas Love Field. And, of course, as we say, thousands will be on hand for that motorcade now, which will be downtown Dallas, down Cedar Springs, to Harwood, and on Harwood it'll turn on Main, from which point it'll go all the way down to the courthouse area, which is the end of Main. It'll turn on Houston Street to Elm under the triple underpass, after the march where the president talks at approximately 1 o'clock.
Hey, boy, you coming downstairs? It's near lunchtime.
No, sir. When you get downstairs, would you close the gate to the elevator so it'll come back up?
Okay.
Thank you.
Now here comes Jackie and Mr. Kennedy. Mrs. Kennedy radiant in that pink outfit and the pink hat, and of course you can hear the streets around us. They're driving plenty slow enough for the people on hand here to get a good look at them, to get a good wave in, and I'm sure that everybody would swear that they were waving directly at them. Police escort is now ahead of the presidential motorcade, just having now turned right-hand onto Main off of Harwood. And the crowd is surging forward to close in somewhat on the leading cars. There's a big cheer going up as the president gets further down. Here comes the first car with Police Chief Jeff Curry, and here is the President of the United States. And the crowd is absolutely going wild. This is a friendly crowd in downtown Dallas as the President and the First Lady pass by.
and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the Trade Mart. I was on Simmons Freeway earlier, and even the freeway was jam-packed with spectators waiting their chance to see the president as he made his way towards the Trade Mart. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route. Stand by just a moment, please.
Someone shot at the president. I think from this building. How do I get upstairs?
Come on, I'll show you. The elevator's on the upper floors.
Are there stairs?
Yes, over there.
Let's go.
Hold it. Come here. Officer.
Officer?
Do you know this man?
Yes, he works here.
Come on.
The president is shot at, but maybe they didn't kill him.
Jack, did you finish with those ads?
Yeah.
Good, I'll take them down with me.
Jim, can you tell me who this Bernard Weissman is?
Probably won't.
I want to find out who's behind this ad.
Somebody shot the president! Somebody shot the president!
Just running it out.
What? The president's been shot. Hey, everybody, the president's been shot.
Oh, no. Why, isn't that just terrible? I never heard of such a thing.
At Parkland Hospital, the First Lady is in the emergency room with the president. And the crowd outside is quiet and waiting for some word of the condition of the president.
I'm going to miss my train if this traffic doesn't clear up. How far is it to the train station?
About 4 or 5 blocks, ma'am.
I better get out and walk. I think I can get there faster that way.
Well, here, let me give you a transfer in case you might catch up with another bus.
Why, thank you.
There you go.
Can I have a transfer, too?
Sure.
Parkland Hospital, and here, everybody's talking about a tragedy that should never have happened. We've received first unconfirmed reports as to conditions of President Kennedy and Governor John Connally. And just now, we've received reports here at Parkland that Governor Connally was shot in the upper left chest, and the first unconfirmed reports say the president was hit in the head.
Code 3, all units, APB, suspect wanted in shooting of president. Described as white male, about 30 years old, 5 feet 10 inches, and weighing 165 pounds.
Can I have this cab, please?
You sure can. Get in.
Will you call me a cab down here?
You can have this one, ma'am.
Oh, no, thank you. The driver can call one for me.
Well, there's no need, ma'am. There's one coming in right now behind us.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Where are you going?
500 North Beckley.
500 North Beckley it is.
Dispatch, this is car 10, District 78.
10, I read you. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm in the Oak Cliff area as ordered. Present location, Lancaster and 8.
10, remain in 78. Stay at large for any emergency that comes in. Over.
Roger, 10-4 clear.
How's your sister taking it?
Same as the rest of us. Any more news?
Doesn't look good.
Why did it have to happen here? To us. How can I stay in Dallas after a thing like this?
Jack, I know how you're feeling, but take it easy.
I gotta get out of here.
The shots apparently came from the 5th floor of the Texas Bookstore Depository Building.
Oh, aren't you in a hurry?
For a young white man carrying a lever-action type rifle. One witness told reporters that he had seen the rifle disappearing from that window after the shots were fired.
And the Dallas newsman, Mel Couch, said he was riding shortly behind the president in the parade. He said after the shots were fired, he happened to look up at about the 5th or 6th floor of the Texas Book Depository. He said he saw the rifle being pulled back in.
Downtown Mobile News Unit number 4 here at the Texas School Book Depository, where the area being completely roped off by Dallas police.
What was a wonderful welcome in downtown Dallas has become a scene of indescribable horror as hundreds of people crowd outside the back door to the emergency room here at Parkland Hospital. And people are wondering, is our president going to live? President Kennedy is on the inside of Parkland Hospital. At present, reporters are being held outside the back door, waiting some announcement, some word on the condition of the president.
Hello? I want to report that an officer has been shot. Hello? An officer has been shot. He's hurt bad.
The motorcade then increased in speed, running to Parkland Hospital. Just a moment. We have a bulletin coming in. We now switch you directly to Parkland Hospital.
The President of the United States is dead. Just a few seconds ago, I talked to Thurman Ward, the Justice of the Peace of Garland. He's now here at the hospital to apparently officially declare that the Chief Executive of the United States has expired. President Kennedy has been assassinated. It's official now. The President is dead. Women here in shock. Some have fainted. Secret Service men standing by the emergency room. Tears streaming down their face. There's only one word to describe the picture here. I've just received a news bulletin. A police officer has been shot to death in Oak Cliff.
Police are seeking a man described as white, 5 feet 8 inches, 130 pounds, brown hair, and between 25 and 30 years old.
From Parkland, Malcolm Gilduff, the Assistant Press Secretary with the presidential party, made the announcement. Gilduff started off saying, John F. Kennedy died at approximately 1 o'clock Central Standard Time today here in Dallas.
Hi, Johnny.
Liddy, see that man duck in here?
Yeah?
Okay, Liddy, you better call the police. The policeman was shot, and this guy fits the description of the killer. I'm gonna go and make sure he hadn't gone off the back.
You be careful, Johnny.
All right, let's have it. Okay, here's this great story. I was to drop fire when they got close up. Well, I got a jam. I don't know, something. Anyway, they caught a burst from the machine. There was carnage who threw the grenade before he went down. That's it.
Maybe you just didn't want to draw fire.
Look, Lieutenant, I didn't cause anybody to get killed up there. Sure, I lied because I thought maybe I should.
Wait a minute.
All right, what are you doing here?
Well, this guy acting suspicious out in the theater. I just blocking this exit you boys got here.
Did you point him out?
Yeah, if it wasn't so dark.
We're taking care of it. Come on. I thought maybe I could go home with something to show. It's not that easy, I guess.
You guessed, Chief. When we get back, I'm going to wreck you so hard you're going to stink when you get.
All right, where is he?
That's him right there. That's him.
Okay, let's go. Up. Stand up. Stand up. Put the hands up. He's got a gun! Here. Get him.
I'm not resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest.
All right.
Police brutality! Police brutality! I'm not resisting arrest! I am not resisting arrest! Police brutality! Police brutality!
This is probably where the shots came from, Captain. Looks like he stacked these boxes here so he couldn't be seen by anybody on the floor. Found these 3 cartridges here. He probably steadied his weapon on these boxes. And the only other thing we found here is this paper sack.
Anybody called Lieutenant Day to get him over here for prints?
Yes, sir.
Deputy Boone?
Excuse me, Captain.
Captain Fritz, he'd like you over here.
Coming.
Over here, Captain. We found a rifle. He must have dropped it here before he went down those stairs.
want it photographed and dusted for prints. Don't let anybody get near it till Lieutenant Day gets here.
I can hear the motorcycle escort outside with the ambulance starting up, and the president's body with the police motorcycle escort is now pulling away from the hospital. It is about 1.5 hours since he was shot. The president has been dead for about an hour and 7 minutes.
What are you two doing here?
George is on duty and I didn't want to be alone.
Same here. Just needed to be with some people, you know.
Sure.
Any more news? You hear about the policeman that got shot?
What's his name?
A guy named Tippit.
Tippit. Oh, my God. I knew him.
Said he had a wife, 3 kids.
I didn't think he was married.
Jack, what we gonna do?
About what?
About the clubs. We gonna shut down?
I don't know yet.
There has been a Dallas policeman shot to death, and if
He's taking it hard.
there's no official
Jack
confirmation
nailed
that
it.
the same man is responsible.
I found 2 cards in your wallet. Are you Lee Harvey Oswald or A.J. Heidel?
Why don't you find out?
Captain Fritz, we've gone over the employee list of names, and there's one man not accounted for. He's Lee Harvey Oswald.
Where does he live?
His address is listed in Irving.
Thank you, Mr. Truly. Get some men out to this house and put out an APB on this Oswald. Get a full description for Mr. Truly.
Right. Have the exact spelling of that? Lee Harvey Oswald. It's Oswald.
Bill, I want you to get a warrant and go to this address in Irving and pick up a fella named Lee Harvey Oswald.
Excuse me, Captain. Why do you want Oswald?
He's employed down at the book depository, and he wasn't present at the roll call for employees.
We can save you a trip, Captain Fritz. Lee Harvey Oswald.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, Oswald, I got a statement.
Back up.
There he is, here he is.
Let us through, let us through. Coming through here. Coming through, give us some room.
Come on, Oswald, statement, please.
Coming through here. Come on, get back, get back.
On your job application, you've given your home address as Irving, but you keep a room here in Dallas on Beckley?
That's right. My wife and children live there with friends. I'd go there on the weekends.
How long have you been working at the school book depository?
Oh, a little more than a month. I took the job the middle of October.
What floor do you work on?
The second mostly, but sometimes I have to fill orders on the other floors.
What floor were you on when the president was shot?
I was on the first floor eating my lunch.
And what floor were you on when the police officer stopped you right after the shooting?
On the second floor, in the lunchroom. I'd gone up to get a Coke.
Why did you leave the building after that?
Well, with so much excitement going on and all the confusion, I didn't think there'd be any more work for the rest of the day.
Where'd you go when you left work?
Went to my rooming house, changed my clothes, got my pistol, and then I went to a movie.
Why do you carry a pistol?
Well, you know how boys are when they have a gun. They just carry it.
You were in the Marines, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
You ever win any medals for marksmanship?
Just the usual.
Do you own a rifle?
No. Now, would you ask her to show us the rifle that she says her husband owns?
Kijevi Tovka, Marina.
Tom, on прячет ее в одеяле.
She says he keeps it in that rolled up blanket.
See if it's there, Jace.
Phyllis.
Jack, what are you doing here?
I was just around. I wanted to make sure you were right. I mean, with the assassination.
Well, sit down. Well, I guess we're all pretty upset and uneasy, but I'm holding up okay. How about you?
I still can't believe it happened.
Jack, why did you come here?
I told you already. I figured you needed somebody. You and me, we've been through an awful lot, you know.
Jack, you haven't called me in months.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but business has really been booming lately. And Eva, you know, she's not...
You don't owe me an explanation.
I just want you to know that I care.
I think you came here because you need someone.
This thing. Our beloved president's death. Phyllis, I hurt. I hurt real bad.
I know.
Tried to be good to you.
I think you did, in your way. I guess it just wasn't enough. Listen, Jack, I really do have to get back to work.
Sure. I understand. See you later.
Goodbye.
Mr. Oswald, FBI agents Lookout and Hosty are going to ask you a few questions, if that's all right with you.
Have you ever been in Mexico, Mr. Oswald?
No, only Tijuana when I was a kid.
Are you a member of the Communist Party?
I don't carry a card, never carried a card.
Mr. Oswald, have you ever been in Russia?
You know damn well I've been in Russia. I know who you are. You're the one who accosted my wife. He practically accosted my wife!
What do you mean, accosted?
I mean, he'd wait for me to go to work, then he'd come around and bother with stupid questions. Am I allowed to get an attorney?
Of course.
Then I'd like to get a Mr. Apt. He's an attorney in New York. He defended the Smith Act people in 1949. And if I can't get him, I'd like to get someone from the American Civil Liberties Union.
We can arrange for you to call whoever you want whenever you like.
Good, because I refuse to answer any more questions of these men until I can consult with my attorney.
Are you sure he won't be able to see me?
Yeah. Now, all you have to do is to tell us if you see the man who shot the policeman this afternoon, okay?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, turn around. Number 2, turn around. Number 3, turn around. Number 4, turn around. All right now, Miss Markham. Which one is it?
The second man.
Now, what about the second man?
The second man is the man I saw shoot the police.
Bill, number 2.
31 hours ago, the President and the First Lady left Andrews Air Force Base. Now, his widow returns. As shocked public officials look on, the body of the President is taken from Air Force One to a waiting ambulance. Around the coffin, handing it down from the cargo lift, are the close advisors and aides who had followed him from Boston. Dave Powers, Kenny O'Donnell, Larry O'Brien. And then the glare of the spotlights reveals Jacqueline Kennedy, still in the blood-stained pink suit she wore away from Dallas. At her side, the Attorney General, Robert Kennedy. He'll share with her the long, lonely vigil of this night. In silence, official Washington stares at the brutal truth of the bronze coffin. Quiet groupings of Congress, White House aides, along with the television audience.
I don't want to watch and I can't stop.
Order some food.
Who can eat?
Come on, Eva. Spend a half hour picking out all the things you like.
I sit here and look at that poor woman and the brother, and I'm sick. Oh.
Believe me, you eat something, you'll feel better.
Mama's solution.
What?
I said it's Mama's solution. No matter what the problem. We had chills and fever, or we didn't have enough money, or tornadoes. It's the same solution. Eat.
No, she was right.
Oh, my God. Jack, you buy too much food.
If I get started, I can't stop. Anyway, it took my mind off what happened. I could almost forget the Kennedy.
The police said that they arrested a man.
Yeah, Oswald.
Did you know him?
Know him? Hey, you know, how the hell would I know him, huh?
I don't know. Maybe he went to one of the clubs.
I don't let creeps like that into the clubs. You know that. They don't know Officer Tippit, though. They were friends. Nice guy.
Come on, Jack. Go inside. Go relax. I'll fix something to eat. How about some lox and eggs, huh? How does that sound?
Yeah. Eva.
Yeah.
I was thinking about sending flowers to the place where the shots were fired. Dealey Plaza. What do you think?
Oh, that would be nice.
It's just a thought. Lee, we found this map in your apartment. As you can see, it's a street map of Dallas. Could you explain why you've marked an X in the area of Dealey Plaza?
This map is a map I use for job hunting. Each X represents a place where I applied for a job. The X at Dealey Plaza is a place where I finally got work. Here, you want your map back?
I made the scrambled eggs like you liked them.
They're fine. I just got no appetite. My stomach's in knots.
Eat, Jack. It'll take the hurt away.
Now who sounds like Mama? Well, at least tonight they'll be together.
Who?
The Kennedys. That wonderful big family. Look at all the pain and trouble they've had, huh? But they've endured it.
They're very strong people.
They love each other. They're so close.
And right now, they're easing the pain for each other. Right now.
That's the best part of a family.
Well, same with us. I mean, we had our share of troubles, us Rubensteins. We were always there to help each other out. Huh?
We did the best we could. But we were always being pulled apart so much. I mean, it wasn't easy to be close like the Kennedys.
Poor Jackie. What she's going through this minute. Those beautiful little kids. That's what really tears at me, Eva, you know? I mean, kids, they have to have a fun.
It's always the children who are hurt the most in a thing like this. They're so helpless.
How's a woman supposed to raise children by herself, huh?
It could be done. Look at Ma.
No. No, Ma had Pa. Yeah, Pa was there. He was there to help.
Jack, Pa was always leaving. He was never there for us when we needed him.
Sure he was. What are you talking about, Eva? He cared about us. He cared for us. He cared for us.
No, he never cared for us. He didn't care for us. He didn't care for Ma. The only one he ever cared for was himself. Jack! Jack, what's the matter? Jack! What?
Did I tell you 6 roast beefs?
Yeah, Jack, 6 roast beef.
All right, so how much is it all together?
For you, Jack, that'll be $10.50.
How are your kids?
Good. Thank you.
Ben, here's the pass to the Carousel. You come in anytime.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Bye-bye.
The record is spotty, but facts of Oswald's past keep coming in. We've learned he was active in the Fair Play for Cuba Committee in New Orleans, which is pro-Castro in its leanings.
Jack Ruby, what are you doing here?
Hi, Ernie. Why shouldn't I be here?
I never saw tighter security.
I got a lot of friends around here. Besides, I'm helping out the Israeli press, translating for them.
Oh, jack of all trades, huh?
Yeah, that's me. I was shocked to hear about Tippit. I know you two were good friends.
Oh, no, Jack, you got the wrong Tippit. There are 2 of them on the force. The guy who was shot was a young man, a patrolman. I don't think you ever met him.
No, I guess I never did. Still, it's a damn shame. Hey, what's going on? Who are they?
Oswald's wife and mother.
Give us some room. Come through, fellas. Was your husband guilty of the crime? There's one shot here. Please, look this way, Miss Oswald.
Can you believe that? This morning, there were nobodies. Have you seen this Oswald guy?
They're really keeping him under wraps.
Yeah, but he's in the building.
Oh, probably right in there. When we put the pressure on the DA downstairs, he said maybe he'd set up a press conference with Oswald.
Tonight?
Who knows? You pick up a different rumor every 30 seconds.
There's going to be a press conference. I'm going to be there.
Information you've been given, but I emphatically deny these charges. I'm really not sure what the charges are.
Mr. Oswald, are you aware of the evidence mounting against you?
I know nothing of the so-called evidence. All I know is I was arrested at the movie theater and brought here.
Do you know that you've been charged with killing the president?
No, I don't know about that. You all seem to know more about that than I do.
Mr. Oswald, what's happened to you since you've been arrested?
Well, I was brought before Judge Johnston, and I protested at that time that I was not allowed legal representation during that very short and sweet hearing. I really don't know what the situation's about. Nobody's told me anything, except that I'm accused of murdering a policeman. I know nothing more than that, and I do request someone to come forward to give me legal assistance.
Mr. Oswald, did you kill the president?
No, I have not been charged with that. In fact, nobody said that to me yet. First thing I heard about it was when the newspaper reporters in the hall asked me that question.
What about the rifle?
Mr. Oswald, how did you hurt your eye? A policeman hit me.
I can't believe how calmly he's taken all this.
He was laughing at us. He had this smirk on his face, like he was pleased with himself.
Is it true Oswald is a member of the Communist Party?
Gentlemen, please. Now, we really don't know whether he is or he isn't. Now, we have uncovered some information which indicates that he was connected with a pro-Castro group while living in New Orleans. I think they call themselves the Free Cuba Committee or something like that.
Well, sir, it's the Fair Play for Cuba Committee.
Yes, it very well could be this fair play group. We'll know more when we collect all the facts.
Mr. Wade, will Oswald be charged with the murder of the president?
I think that'll be all for now, gentlemen. We'll let you know of any new developments when they occur.
Thank you for your time. What about my shower? I got rights. I got hygienic rights. Later. What do you mean later? What about the shower? Creeps.
He's got a bump on his head. He's got a bruise. Now, Ben, that's your department. It was one
Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade. You remember me, Jack Ruby? Yeah, I run the Vegas Club.
The Vegas Club? Why are you here, Mr. Ruby?
I'm translating for the Israeli press.
That's fine. Thank you. Ben, I need that.
I want you to know you did a hell of a job in there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ben, I gotta have.
I'm the one who corrected you on that Cuba thing.
I appreciate that very much, Mr. Ruby. You're gonna have to excuse me now. I'm very busy. Thank you. Ben, I need it.
You lower your voice. You've got lobby full of reporters here. Dallas is in enough trouble as it is. You don't have to speak.
Hey, Mister.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Hey, look, this is an open line to New York for an interview with the DA, only I can't get Mr. Wade over here.
You sit tight. I'll get him.
Yeah, will you tell him it's WNEW, Ike Pappas. Thanks, yeah.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Excuse me, Henry! WNEW in New York. They're holding the line for you. You're supposed to talk to him.
Yes, I did tell him I'd talk with him. Ben, I'm gonna need that in quick. 15 minutes on my desk. I need it
this
now.
way, okay? Excuse me.
Mr. Wade?
Yes. How do you do?
WNEW, New York.
1 second. All set? Ready? Good. You're on.
Henry Wade here. May I help you? Yes. We're working on that.
Thanks for your help. Hey, no problem. I'm Jack Ruby. I run the 2 biggest nightclubs in Dallas.
Good to meet you. Ike Pappas.
Here's a pass to my club. You come in anytime, huh?
Well, I'll sure try.
Hey, do me a favor, will you? Will you keep Wade here?
Yeah, sure.
Don't let him go. Yeah. Hi, who's this? No, I'm Jack Ruby. Right. Yeah. I run advertisements for my nightclub on your radio station. Listen, I'm down at police headquarters. Yeah, I've got District Attorney Wade in the next phone booth. No, I'm serious. Yeah. Would KLIF like an over-the-phone interview with him? All right, go ahead. You would? Okay, listen, be with you right away. Hold on. Ike. Do me a favor, will you please? Hold this phone. How'd it go, Henry, huh?
Just fine. Thank you very much.
Listen, how about one last interview for KLIF?
Mr. Ruby, you have to excuse me. I'm very busy. I have a meeting upstairs.
Oh, come on. They're on the line. Take a minute. Let's all
make this really quick. Very quick, please.
All right. Excuse me. Yeah, he's here. Mm-hmm. Line open? All right, here we go.
Yes, Henry Wade here, DA of Dallas.
Throughout Dallas and most of the United States, an unofficial period of mourning is underway. It is safe to assume that any scheduled entertainment, with the possible exception of professional football games, has been canceled this weekend.
aren't you with KLIF?
Yes, I'm Doug Adams.
I'm Jack Ruby. I just set up a telephone interview with the district attorney in your station.
Jack, could you arrange for me to talk to Wade in person?
Oh, sure. Yeah, wait a minute, okay? Henry! Doug Adams from KLIF. He wants to ask you a few more questions.
We're just on our way out right now.
Oh, come on. Why are you waiting at the elevator, huh?
Get him.
I want you to ask him a question for me. Ask him if he thinks Oswald is sane.
District Attorney Wade?
Yes.
I'm Doug Adams, KLIF.
Doug,
Nice to meet you. I've got a couple of questions here I'd like to ask you. First one is, just how much and what kind of evidence do you have on this Lee Harvey Oswald?
Well, we're still accumulating evidence. A little premature right now to release any of that information.
Now hold him there.
Will you please state your name?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Mr. Oswald, this is a formal proceeding to arraign you for the murder of John F. Kennedy.
One more question, Mr. Wade. Do you think that Lee Harvey Oswald is sane?
Yes. Personally, I think yes. Of course, that's something that will have to be decided in a court of law.
Thank you, District Attorney Wade. I'd just like to add that Dallas businessman Jack Ruby was responsible for setting up that exclusive interview with the DA. Now, back to our studios.
Otney, Mr. Ruby here has brought us his latest business idea. It's an exercise board.
You could use it, Clyde.
Listen, we need somebody to give us a demonstration.
And I'm the lucky one?
Well, you got all the qualifications. Go on, Jack, get us started.
Yeah. All right, now all you have to do is stand on it. Okay. You know that dance, the twist?
Sure.
All right, now you just do the dance, you know? Let's just go like that. Start twisting.
2, 3.
That's it.
Oh, and 4. Hey!
I really have to try this.
It's going to do wonders for your figure. Hey, listen, that's a great job, Bobby. A great job. You are definitely the twist board queen of the composing room. I can't say much for your dismount, though.
No, you got to wait till the thing stops before you get off.
That's easier said than done.
You're making too much of it.
Well, why don't you show us how it's done?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, no. Why not?
Come on, Jack. Will you give us an expert demonstration here?
All right.
Hey, look at him go. Hey! Hey, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Come on, Jack. Let's see you dismount.
Let's see you get off this thing.
That's a pretty nice dismount.
It didn't fall off, huh?
Well, you dismount your way and I'll dismount mine. Mwah.
Jack, where are we going?
Come on. We're going to pick up Smokey. Get in, George.
To do what?
George, get in.
Jack, what the hell is going on?
All right, show me another one.
Lee, there are a number of things we're not sure we completely understand. So I'm hoping you'll be able to clear them up for us. Now, how did you get from work to your rooming house?
I told you I took a bus.
Oh, that's interesting. Because we have an eyewitness who swears you got into his cab at the Greyhound bus depot.
That's right. The man's telling the truth. I did get in a cab. The bus got into heavy traffic and was going too slow, so I got off and caught a cab.
Did you ride to work with Wesley Fraser on Friday morning?
Yes.
At that time, did you carry a package which you told Mr. Fraser contained curtain rods?
No, I don't recall having such a package.
Well, did you have any package with you?
Just my lunch, which was in a sack.
What was the size and shape of that sack?
I don't remember if it was a large sack or a small sack. I mean, you don't always get the right size sack to fit your sandwiches.
Where did you place that sack when you got into the car?
On my lap, or beside me. I didn't want to get it crushed.
Mr. Fraser has stated that you placed a long package in the back seat.
Well, he must be mistaken, or he's thinking about some other time maybe that he picked me up.
Where'd you eat that lunch you brought with you?
I told you, on the second floor.
Well, yesterday you told us you ate on the first floor.
Well, I ate on both floors.
Did you eat alone?
No, I ate with some of the colored boys. I think one of them's name was Junior. The other was a little short man.
Junior who?
I never knew his last name.
Lee, have you ever been questioned before?
Yeah.
By whom?
By the FBI when I came back from Russia. They questioned me for a long time. They use different tactics than you do. They use the soft approach and then the hard. They even tried to intimidate my wife, which I still resent. If all else fails, they try to be your buddy.
Tell me, Lee, what do you think of the president and his family?
I have no views on the president. My wife and I like the president's family. They're very interesting people. I have my own views on the president's national policy, however. I know that I have a right to express these views, but because of the charges, I prefer not to at this time.
Lee,
I'm not a malcontent. Nothing irritated me about the president.
Lee, would you submit to a polygraph or lie detector test?
Well, I refused to take a polygraph test from the FBI when I came back from Russia. I'm sure not going to take one now from the Dallas police.
Captain, may I ask a few questions?
Mm-hmm. This is Mr. Kelly of the Secret Service.
Is that all right with you, Mr. Oswald?
Sure.
Did you watch the presidential motorcade?
No.
Did you shoot Governor Connolly?
No. Was he shot too?
Did you shoot President Kennedy?
No. Captain, I don't intend to answer any more questions until I can get some legal counsel.
The White House lies under a gray fall sky. Outside, people gather in silent vigil, sharing the appalling reality of yesterday. Early this morning at 5 a.m., an honor guard brought the body of the president back to the East Room. It resides there now, where 100 years ago Lincoln lay, awaiting the arrival of the dignitaries who will come during the day to pay last respects. We switch now for more background on the president's alleged assassin.
While admittedly incomplete, we have assembled a brief biography of Lee Harvey Oswald. He was born in New Orleans in 1939 to a widowed mother. Here he is with his brothers, already a veteran of a boarding institution. Later, he attended school in Fort Worth during his mother's failing third marriage. As a teenage schoolboy, he drifted without roots in family or place. In New York City, he is labeled a chronic truant. The only note in the records indicates parental reluctance to have Oswald see a psychiatrist. Joining the Marines at age 17, Oswald became attracted to the communist philosophy. After his discharge in 1959, he went to live in the Soviet Union, tried to obtain Russian citizenship, and married a young pharmacist. Soon after, disillusioned, he returned to the United States and was photographed in New Orleans passing out pro-Castro leaflets. Broke and out of a job during the past summer, Oswald and his wife Marina were befriended by a Mrs. Payne, who took Marina into her home because of an interest in the Russian language. Lee Harvey Oswald began working at the Texas School Book Depository October 16, 1963, little more than 1 month ago.
Mr. Oswald, did you kill the president?
No, I have not been charged with that. In fact, nobody said that to me yet. First thing I heard about it was when the newspaper reporters in the hall asked me that question.
We hope to learn much more about him as the questioning continues in Dallas Police Headquarters.
Excuse me, sir, but you're Jack Ruby, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I'm Jim Cheney. I'm a good buddy of Dean Gelmini. I met you at your club one night. Mr. Ruby, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just, seeing the place where it happened.
I understand. There's been lots of people out here this morning. They all react the same way.
Okay. Without keeping good company, huh? It's nice.
What's that?
Flowers. It's a nice idea. Shows that people in this town really care. The shots were fired from over there, right?
Right, the book building, the 6th floor, they think. It's the first window on the right. You still own your nightclubs?
What?
Your nightclubs, you still run them?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're closed for the weekend, though, because of this. Look, you're welcome to come in when we reopen. Here's a pass, huh? I'll show you a good time.
Well, thank you very much. I sure enjoyed myself the last time I was there.
Yeah, the police are always welcome in my clubs. I treat you guys special.
And we really appreciate that, too. Well, Chief Curry and Captain Fritz are around here someplace, so I better get back to work. I'll see you soon.
You know, it's a funny thing. I was going to send flowers. I never got around to it.
Yeah.
Hi, little brother.
This is being taped.
Yeah, well, it may be and it may not be. What have they been doing to you? Were they roughing you up?
No, I got this at the theater. They haven't bothered me since. They treat me pretty well. Marina and Mother were by here today.
I know. I've been with them all day.
What'd you think of the baby?
Thanks for telling me about the baby. I didn't even know you had one.
Well, it was a girl. I wanted a boy. But you know how that goes.
Lee, what the Sam Hill's going on here?
I don't know.
You don't know? Look, they got your pistol. They got your rifle. They got you charged with shooting the president and a police officer. Now I want to hear the truth.
I just don't know what they're talking about. Robert, don't believe this so-called evidence. You won't find anything there, brother.
What about this attorney from New York? Who is he?
He's just an attorney. I want to handle my case.
I'll get you an attorney from down here.
No, you stay out of this.
Stay out of it? It looks like I've been dragged into it.
I don't want anybody from down here. I want this one.
All right. I just wanted to do something to help.
Well, Junie needs a new pair of shoes.
I'll see you in a day or two.
Robert, you've got your job and everything. Don't be running back and forth getting yourself into trouble with your boss.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
All right. It's up to you.
Eva, I tell you, I checked the city directory, the phone book. There is no Bernard Wiseman. It's a phony name.
So there you have it. It is a dead end. Would you sit down and have a cup of
No,
coffee?
just listen to me. It's not just any phony name. Wiseman, huh? Why did they pick the name Wiseman? Because it sounds Jewish. You said it yourself. They picked that name so that people would blame the Jews.
I don't hear anybody blaming the Jews.
It'll happen. It'll happen, believe me, Eva. I'm onto something. Yeah, I'm onto something here very big. I'm going to see it through.
Go ahead, go on. Keep it up, keep it up. You're going to make yourself sick.
There's a bunch of degenerates out there ready to destroy the Jews. That is you and me, Eva.
Will you stop?
What am I supposed to do, huh? I'm supposed to sit back and let these creeps assassinate my president? Maybe start a new program right here?
Stop it! You're going to send me back to the hospital with this craziness. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? never knew anybody who can work himself up so fast. Even when we were little kids in Chicago. Remember? They used to call you Sparky. Used to blow your top. Oh, Jack. You're worn out by all this. Let me turn my comforter down. You need rest.
It's all right. I'll go home.
Maybe tomorrow it would do you good to get out of Dallas for a little while. Maybe take a long ride.
Yeah. I'll go over to Fort Worth, see Ralph.
Jack, the best thing we can do is to try to forget what happened yesterday.
Eva, who can forget?
What else can we do?
Lee, I got something I want to show you. Have you ever seen these photographs before?
No.
Well, we found them among your things out at the Payne place. Well, aren't they of you and your pistol and a rifle? Same rifle you said you never owned?
No.
Well, why do you laugh?
These pictures are fakes. They've been doctored.
What do you mean?
I mean, I was photographed several times yesterday by the police, so that the head of this person is probably me. But it's very possible you people have superimposed my face over the body of somebody else.
Why would we do that?
Prove a point, I guess.
Mr. Oswald, do you consider yourself knowledgeable on the subject of photography?
Yes, I do.
Then could you explain to me how such a procedure, this superimposition, as you say, could be accomplished?
It's very simple. Photos are doctored all the time. The right time, Captain, I'll show you why these pictures are fakes.
Why not now?
Because I choose not to.
We've been advised by the FBI that they have a copy of the mail order for the rifle.
The rifle that was found on the 6th floor of the book depository?
That's right. The writing on the order has been compared with samples of Oswald's handwriting and found to be the same. Also, the return address was Dallas, a post office box under the name of A. Goodell.
Would you spell that name for us, sir?
Hrdell. Our records show that the box was rented by Lee Harvey Oswald.
We understand that there's a photograph of Oswald and the rifle. Is that right?
We have a picture of Oswald standing with a rifle in his hand, which is very similar to the rifle in our possession. Also, he had a pistol strapped on his hip.
Any results on the ballistics tests?
Looks like it's going to be favorable.
Thank you, Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah?
This is Lynn.
Oh, Lynn, I'm sorry. I must have fallen asleep.
Oh, well, we gotta leave in a few minutes. Our ride has to get back to Fort Worth. Is there any way I could get some money from you? Like in the club?
No, Lynn, the carousel's locked up. Where are you?
Well, I'm right by Nichols' garage.
All right, tell the garage attendant to give you $5. I'll be down there in a few minutes. I'll pay him back.
I could really use another $20.
I'll be going to Fort Worth tomorrow. Maybe I can drop it off to you then, all right? You call me in the morning.
Oh, I'd really appreciate it. I'll call you in the morning.
Charlie, we're going to transfer Oswald to the county jail this morning.
It'd be nice if we could ease the prisoner out without anybody knowing it.
Yeah, but we're going to have to inform the press at some point.
Where are we going to take him out, Chief?
The basement. Why don't you start securing it right now?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's figure out a route. Now, we can come up through here.
Hasn't she been hurt enough? It isn't right to make a woman like her come back here. Face the worst time of her life again. It isn't right. It isn't right.
Talking to me, Jack?
Huh? No. No.
I want this entire area secure within the next hour.
That means checking every car in the basement, all the exits, setting up ID checkpoints for all the press. Go through all the cars, any cars that don't belong, get them out of here.
Lee, this is U.S. Postal Inspector Holmes. He's going to ask you a few questions.
Mr. Oswald, did you rent box 4715 at the main post office in February of this year?
In Dallas, yes, I did.
Was it in your name, Lee H. Oswald?
Yes, it was.
Did any person other than yourself receive mail through this box?
No. Oh, well, maybe my wife did. I don't recall. No one had access to the box except myself.
I see. Did you rent box 22061 at the main office in New Orleans in April of this year?
Yes, I did.
And on your box rental application, did you list both Marina Oswald and A.J. Hidell under the caption, persons entitled to receive mail through this box?
Well, I recall listing my wife to receive mail.
And what about A.J. Hidell?
I don't recall anything about that.
Lee, did you ever order a rifle through the mail under your own name or anybody else's name?
How could I afford to order a rifle on my salary of $1.25 an hour when I can't hardly feed myself on what I make?
Here in Washington, death's orderly procedure has begun. From nearby Fort McNair, an honor guard has readied preparations for the funeral. The caisson that once bore Franklin Roosevelt will carry the flag-covered casket of John F. Kennedy.
Hello.
Jack, it's little Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn, what do you want?
You told me to call you this morning.
What are you talking about?
You said you were going to Fort Worth today and that you'd drop by and give me $20.
At the request of Mrs.
Oh,
Kennedy,
yeah.
researchers poured...
Lynn, look, I won't be coming to Fort Worth after all.
Jack, I really need the money right now.
Okay, I'll wire you the money. You pick it up at Western Union this afternoon.
Oh, that'd be great, Jack. Thank you so much.
Lynn, you take care of that little girl of yours.
Little girl? Jack, I don't have a little girl.
The drums will be shrouded in black. The funeral pace will be exactly 100 paces a minute. Now, the nation waits to pay homage to an era that ended yesterday.
The prisoner will be transferred to the county jail sometime within the next hour.
Will we be able to see Oswald?
Yes, I made arrangements as I promised, so you will be in a position to take pictures. But again, I will ask you to cooperate and refrain from asking questions of the prisoner.
Where will we be able to see Oswald?
We're setting up an area for you in the basement. Excuse me, please.
Along the circular drive outside the White House, 50 state flags, ruffling in the breeze, are marched into position. They will be dipped in final salute to the president's caisson. At approximately 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Mrs. Kennedy will follow the funeral...
George, I'm going down to the club to feed and walk the dogs.
Okay, Jack.
I won't be long.
Her return Friday night from the tragic events in Dallas. All is in readiness as Washington and the nation...
She must stay, all right?
Lee, this Selective Service ID card was found in your wallet. It has your picture on it, but the name on the card is A.J. Hidell. Could you tell us about it?
I know nothing about this card. It doesn't belong to me.
Do you know anybody by the name of A.J. Hidell?
No.
Well, have you ever used the name A.J. Heidel as an alias?
No.
Lee, this card was found in your wallet. It has your picture on it and the name A.J. Heidel. Now, do you expect me to believe that you know nothing about this card?
Look, I've told you everything I'm going to tell you about that card. You've got it. Read it. You know as much about it as I do.
Hey, hold it! What's the trouble?
There's not enough clearance.
What are we going to do?
Leave it here for now, and I'll check with Chief Baxter.
Now you stay, little wife. I'll be right back.
You want anything else?
Oh, just a sweater. I want something warm.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Just a minute, sir. Ma'am? Ma'am, didn't you want a receipt?
Yes, of course. I'm so forgetful.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Ma'am. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I want to wire $20 to your Fort Worth office.
All right, sir. That's $20 to Mrs. Karen Collin in Fort Worth.
Captain, the armored truck's here and in place.
What armored truck?
To transfer the prisoner.
Well, that's ridiculous. Tell Batchelor to use regular unmarked cars. 2 of them. You can use the armored truck as a decoy.
Yes, sir.
And let us know when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. That'll be $2.35 total for the wire. There's your change. There's your time-stamped receipt. Now, she can pick the money up any time after 11:30 a.m.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Captain, we're ready.
Good. Let's go, everybody. You too, Lee. Let's go.
Lee, if anybody shoots at you, I hope they're as good a shot as you are.
You're just over-dramatizing.
Well, if any shooting starts, you know what to do, don't you?
I was told to do everything you do.
All right, in that case, you'll hit the deck.
That's all right.
Hey, here he comes.
What happened?
You shot him, Jack. You shot Oswald.
I did?
Hey, is he dead?
Start sorting out the facts. I got plenty of questions to ask you.
I don't even remember doing it.
No, not in there. That's where we put the president. Put him in two.
I don't remember anything since I left the Western Union office till you guys threw me on the ground.
Mr. Ruby, maybe you don't remember doing it, but do you know why you did it?
I did it for Mrs. Kennedy. I did it for everybody. Don't you understand that? Why are you mad at me?
We're not mad at you.
You guys are supposed to be my friends, right?
I just don't think you understand the significance of what you've done.
Well, sure I do.
No, you don't.
I did it to show that Jews have guts. Don't you see that?
Mr. Ruby, now I want you to just calm down and try to remember. How did you get into that basement?
I walked down the ramp.
Didn't anybody try to stop you from going down the ramp?
No. No, I don't think so.
Mr. Ruby, is anybody else involved with you in this?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What's his condition? Mr. Oswald died on the operating table.
Did he say anything before he died?
He never regained consciousness.
Well, does Mrs. Oswald know about the wound? Where was the wound?
Can you give us the precise time of death?
Not in there. Put him in number one.
This film was based on the sworn testimony of many eyewitnesses, among them Jack Ruby, Marina Oswald, Wesley Frazier, Captain Will Fritz, and Mrs. Ruth Payne.